I am what is known as a diet cyborg. Much unlike the Terminator, I was sent here to do good and test all the different diets and make sure which ones are safe, which ones are the best healing diets. And looking back at it all, it's been a weird journey, but what's my favorite diet ever? Am I on it? Or was it a past one that hurt me intestinally?
Just let me be a monkey.
So it's been a weird diet journey, and thank you for coming along with it. The roller coaster of life it's fun to have friends that are also doing it. You're doing it, right? Changing your diet every couple months and then doing freak things on the side? No. After my first diet, which put me in the emergency room, I realized this was my path. To try, you know what's funny? That was the SCD diet, specific carbohydrate diet. It was basically low carb, meat based. Put me in the hospital because of a dairy allergy. The book I'm reading now, The Gut and Physiology Diet, GAPS diet, supposed to heal the gut. It's based on that original diet, which almost killed me. Obviously, if you avoid the dairy, it might work, but I just realized that I'm reading it. It's like, that's your inspiration? The woman who tried to kill my baby? So after that little mishaps, we started on a proper path, fruit-based, and it's been good, but I struggled with the detox symptoms and I wanted to just get away. I didn't fully understand it. I didn't want to put in more effort to cleanse the body. I was just like doing it kind of fruit-based, raw till 4, and then experiencing the itchy symptoms and acne and fatigue and bloating. Most of that has went away. Good 40% of it gone. But that's why I was always switching my diet up, because I'd be doing fruit-based for a bit, experiencing detox symptoms, getting sick of it, try a high-fat approach or a different high-starch approach, and that's all it's been, always. Fruit-based, okay, it's working, but oh, this sucks. Try something else. That definitely made things worse. And then back to fruit. There's 2 diets that stand out as the most fun, but didn't bring me my ultimate health goals. And then the one that I feel is the most balanced of all. So the first diet, obviously, that restaurant cleanse in Thailand. You couldn't get any better. 1 meal a day, restaurant of your choosing, giant meal, cheap, because it's Thailand, organic. I had like 3 different restaurants that I would frequent, either big fatty salads, or the starchy, gluttonous life of the Happy Green Buffet, organic vegan, fantastic, or the Vegetarian Society, which was so cheap. I felt bad because it was like 10 baht per plate, and I would fill those plates up so much. The lady would be looking at me like, we're doing this out of the generosity of our hearts. Why are you piling up, white boy? Get out of our country, white boy. But I didn't. I stayed. It was just like rice and then weird things. All organic and nice, but just you never knew what was in it. I never had flavors that came in those meals. Like, what is that? They'd have little signs that said anti-cancer this, and fun diet. It was so cool because I didn't have to shop. I didn't even need to have anything in my fridge but water. I didn't have anything for a while. It was actually boring. I couldn't even shop. That was actually one of the fun things in Thailand, was going to the market. Oh, look at all this fruit. Oh, watermelons. And bring it home on my bike. But then it's like, what do I do now in Thailand? I didn't do anything. I got bored. But as delicious as that diet was, MSG everywhere, just fantastic fun. Just when 2 p.m. hit, I knew I was in for a treat, but not physically. Acne everywhere, thirst, so much salt in restaurants, it didn't actually work. It was fun tasting, but a perfect diet must have no compromises. It must be delicious, satisfying, and heal you. So that was fun, but the next one, and then we'll get into my favorite one, the high-fat vegan thing. I felt like I discovered something. I really invented a diet. No one was doing it. Dr. Amin Ra, he was saying 1 meal a day, and I was blown away. I was like, really? 1 meal a day? But he was eating cooked starch and beans, and I was like, that's not healthy. Peanuts? Don't you know about aflatoxin? Mold? You're moldy, bitch. I had raw vegan hippie beliefs at the time, and I was like, okay, how could I possibly fit a raw vegan diet in 1 meal? Fruit would be too much. So I deceived Oh God, I devised a plan so magical it could have healed the entire planet in 1 week tops. A high-fat vegan diet. Lots of nuts. Condensed. I'm getting enough calories, but they're small enough. But I'm adding the volume with salads, more nutrient dense than fruit. Giant salads, nut-based. I provided lots of science. I was researching. It's like, oh, nuts lower cholesterol. I had like a link. You wouldn't believe, like 100 different links proving with science that nuts were the healthiest thing on earth, and my gut was shredded up. It wasn't healthy. I don't care what your science says. If you feel like shit, you're dying. Don't even go there. So it was such a cool plan. I was like, you know what? And it worked for like 6 months, but my digestion never adapted. It's just too much fat. You can't do it. I was taking magnesium, flushing things out, and it's like, okay, it's working. I can poo with like devices working for me. It failed in the end. But I tell you, when you take all factors into consideration, the taste, the satisfaction of the food, and your health, digestion, skin, your energy levels, hands down, what I'm doing now, you couldn't get better. I am so excited to eat. I'm about to eat. I've already eaten 2 meals a day, high carb vegan, 1 raw meal, 1 cooked meal, optional cooked meal. When you want to detox a little harder, get that. Just nope. Make that a fruit meal. Then you're done. 2 fruit meals a day. Detox. Little dry fasting in there. Whoa. Little water fast maybe sometime. 7 days. Wow, you did it. You're a hero. Then you're back to this maintenance plan, which is just fruit and starch. And it's so satisfying, low protein. I'm building so much muscle, it's not even funny. I've lost about 4 pounds, but I do believe that it's fat and colon sludge that I've lost. And I'm just, the muscles, the buds in there are just sprouting, waiting to pop up. You wait for it. You wait. But it really is a satisfying plan. I'm intermittent fasting about 18 hours a day. It doesn't take me long to eat. I have a fruit meal around 10 a.m. in the morning. I've already worked out. Then I have whatever that meal. I've been having grapes lately. They flush the gates. And then a little water a couple hours later with lemon, just to hydrate. And then a raw salad followed by a starchy potato, pumpkin, squash mix. Sweet potatoes. Just various different flavors. A little nori in there for some mineral support and taste. And then sauce-wise, we're still sticking with the hot sauce of life. Is it killing me slowly? Probably. That's what I hate. This whole diet, bunch of bullshit. It's like chili peppers. Obviously, you take one, you eat it, you'd spit it out, you'd be running, crying in a river. Like, what the hell just happened? I'll never eat that again. Somehow we get addicted to that. Just put a little bit of it in a salad, then you have this exciting kind of spicy taste, and you're like, yeah, this is fine. And then you can find science to prove that, oh, hot peppers increase circulation. They're so good for the heart. Wow, this is why the Thai people live so long, because they're eating all the spices. Nobody knows. I'm having doubts that it's that healthy, but it's fun. And so far, we stick with it. But this is hands down my favorite diet to eat. It's both satisfying and healthy. And I do think like doing my 90-day juice fast helped a lot with that. This is more like, I don't know that it would heal you immediately. You could start here and then work your way to more raw and do some cleanses and stuff, but this is more of a base. And it's good that you're not falling all the way back to terrible like vegan fake cooked bullshit. I'm gonna make a chart. I want to design it myself of the worst foods at the bottom to better and better to, oh wow. And then I'll have this visual representation, not a pyramid. Those are the dumbest designs. It's like, oh, there's no room at the top to write this. And then that's the most important piece, the tiniest part of the pyramid. Just a spectrum going up there. So then I can tell you that like falling back to these levels down here, undoable. Meat, dairy, eggs, oh God. Grains and beans, maybe a little higher, but still not good. Maybe even lower, but energetically speaking, better. You don't get karma for slicing a cow's neck. You sucker. And then moving up to like starch, and that's where I'm falling back from fruit, but not too low. So look out for that chart soon. I have no skills visually, so don't expect much. But it's a fantastic little maintenance plan, which can be, you can throw in little cleanses here and there to kick it up a notch. So, we're good. Good times. So thank you for thumbing up the video and agreeing that food is good. I suppose there are some of you who disagree with the spectrum. I've clearly laid it out that meat, dairy, and eggs are the bottom demon foods that you should avoid at all costs, but you're thumbing it down because you believe that slugs are necessary and they're what grew our human brains. The slime actually allowed the brain to breathe. I think you're wrong. I think we were like this from day one. We were made like this by someone up there. He's up there, not down there. He sent his brother down there like, hey, you made some mistakes up in the paradise land. Go down there, you snake. You snake bitch. Slither on the ground, you dirty snake. And that's how the Bible was. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to leave. Thank you for buying a Vegetable Police t-shirt. Subscribe for more health advice. Good advice. This is good. I haven't died.